If you looked at the thumbnail and you clicked on it for this topic, sorry, now I'm about to start talking about it. James Gunn's triumphant return to Disney, to Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yes.
And how do you feel about it? And where were you when you heard the news?
Probably working,
job.
delivering mail.
So what do you think? You said what were your thoughts about that whole thing?
I loved it. I didn't think it was true at first. I was like, okay, I'm not going to believe this.
Right.
There's no way.
They fooled me 3 times. Shame on me.
Yeah, it's no way. How everything. They ended it.
How they panned it out. Yeah.
I didn't think, they'll
especially
bring him back.
Because he got signed to Warner Brothers to do Suicide Squad 2. So I'm like, what?
Yeah, he's doing a DC movie. So, like, for Marvel to bring him back. And now he's the first director to do a DC movie and Marvel movie at the same time.
I'm glad you said that because that's actually on the title of this clip that they're watching. I'm actually going to name this what did I name this? Something like I said, James Gunn, the first director of the Amalgam universe.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever read
I read
Amalgam?
My favorite superhero is Darkclaw.
That's Batman and Wolverine, right?
Mix.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah. So that I was wondering if I was right about that. So yeah, you're confirming that. Like my theory that there have been actors who have done a movie and one movie and then done another one with the other company. But he would be the first director.
At the same time, because you had...
Because they're both in post-production.
Yeah, Josh Whedon, he took over for Snyder, is his name?
Yeah.
For...
Batman vs. Superman?
No, Justice League.
Yes.
He took over because his daughter died.
So he did that, but he took over for him.
Yeah,
he didn't from the very beginning.
The jump.
Mm-hmm. So Josh Whedon, you're right. Josh Whedon, I forgot about him. Kind of asterisk, but in post production, none of them have been started or filmed yet at all. James Gunn should be the first director to be given a DC movie and given a Warner Brothers movie.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's directing and have done the script for both movies.
Oh yeah, I think he's gonna get the screenplay because I know because Disney was gonna use the screenplay and make him an executive producer for Guardians 3, no matter what. They let him go because that's scandal. And let's talk for a second how BS that thing was. This was a situation where some politician who just didn't like James Gunn because James Gunn called that politician out some things that he did. So he found his opportunity, found some old tweets. Now these are some old tweets where James Gunn had a crazy sense of humor back in the day, and he was unapologetic about it back in the day because he probably never imagined that he'd be working for Disney with a franchise. But this was almost just like Kevin Hart. This is something he used to do. He saw how stupid it was and apologized for it years ago and never went back to doing. He called himself out on it years ago and never did it again since he course corrected himself. And we always tell we say we put people in jail so he can be rehabilitated. But what do? The second they get out of jail, and I said this on another clip on another episode of this show. We don't give them a second chance. We never let them forget about what they did. We don't give them jobs. We don't give them a decent place to live. And then when they're starving, running out of food and whatnot, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to probably go right back into doing what they did to survive. So we don't give people second. We give celebrities second chances. But we don't give people second chances. And we all just hypocrites about that stuff. So James Gunn called himself out on this stuff a long time ago. But yet somebody was still able to, through Twitter, punish him for it all over again. And it was weird. It didn't make any damn sense. No. But now that he's back, like how do you feel? Like you think?
Oh man,
why do you think Disney gave it back to him?
Name your price.
I don't think they gave him more money, man.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think they get like I said to my fiance. It's like when a person loses their job at you get fired from McDonald's. If they say, "Oh, you know what? We were wrong." They give you your job back. You don't get a raise. You get your job back.
But in his case, Burger King said, "Hey, we're gonna make you the part owner."
If you qualify to be a manager or whatever, and you can get a promotion, that's different. But I'm like saying you've been working at McDonald's for a year or whatever, and you weren't trying to be a manager or anything like that. You still doing the register.
Well, I'm trying to link it to his situation and the fact that he's got the DC Warner Brothers job. After he got fired, a lot of companies were trying to get him on the direct movies. Yeah. He was sorted after, and Disney saw this and they seen the error of their ways. They said, you know what, he was a good director. All the actors in the Guardians
had his back.
Wanted him to come back.
Bautista made it clear he was not going to be quiet about it.
He wanted to be fired from Disney.
Please fire me.
Yeah,
I'll do it if you contractually make me do it, but I'm not gonna like it, and I might tweet about it.
Yeah,
but I don't know, man. I think, because you're already executive producer, you're already gonna get that money from that. I know being a director means you're gonna get more money from that too, and then it's your screenplay. You're getting money from that too. What else more could they? I mean, if you're already still there. Technically, just not okay. This is your contract, and within the realm of this contract, you can do all this stuff. But that contract is still there. But in that stuff, we're pulling out director. I don't know, man. I think that he's still within that scope and that circle of that contract, and they just put director back into there because it can fit. But I don't know if he was able to negotiate them to expand that contract and say, okay, but I want more money, because Disney was already ready to go with another director.
Well, I'm hearing that they really didn't have.
They didn't really have one.
Right. In mind.
And Sean, my friend Sean, are in total agreement on this. Yeah, he also thinks that he got more money out of the deal. He got more
money. I mean,
a percentage or something.
Just because of what he had to go through. Being fired from Disney in the public eye that way, like he got fired day of all that stuff coming out.
Yeah, pretty much. And then it's not like it was. It's not like it's what's his name, Bob Iger or Kevin Feige who went again. It was some other executive Disney higher up guy who opened his mouth, I guess, trying to get ahead of it. Like we here at Disney, he spoke for Disney,
the whole Disney,
and said we don't condone this and that and blah blah blah, and just threw James Gunn under the bus. And people that collided, like Christian Harloff was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I remember that, and I felt the same way. It wasn't Kevin Feige. It wasn't Bob Iger. So what the hell is this guy? I mean, even if he's the vice president or whoever high up he is, still, like, dude, if Bob Iger isn't saying it.
Yeah, take time, think about it. Think about
what's going on.
You know, and since Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't care what anybody says, a lot of James Gunn DNA is in a lot of these movies, even movies that none of the Guardians are in. A lot of his DNA is in those movies because this what worked. He made the Guardians work because of the humor and this and that. Hey, yeah, man, they owed him. I feel like they owe him
a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, after getting I think, maybe, who knows? But because I know they won't really tell. But at the end of the day, James Gunn wins because he also got a Warner Brothers contract out of the deal. They were like, whatever you want, baby. You can tweet whatever you want. You can have whatever you like. Hey, before I forget, I'm not even wearing the same clothes. Doesn't even matter. Movie magic. Thanks for watching the video all the way to the end. Like if you like. Share if you care. Comment for a compliment. Subscribe to the tribe. And if you want to know more about how you can send me a message and be a part of We Got Your Mail, that's coming up right here. Check this out.